Nichiren offered one phrase, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. He called it the key to a fearless mind. He spoke from the life of practice. He tested this teaching under persecution and exile. He recorded its power. In this talk, I explain how this phrase reaches the roots of anxiety and pulls them out. I keep my words plain. I address body, breath, mind, and cause and effect. I will show method. I will show proof. I will give you a way to begin today. Anxiety is a wind that never rests. It steals sleep. It knots the stomach. It narrows the field of vision. It turns tomorrow into a shadow. The world grows loud and the heart grows faint. People try diversion. Some turn to reason. Some turn to force. None reach the root. The root lies deeper than thought. The root lies in the view we hold of life itself. Buddhism calls the deep confusion fundamental darkness. It is the habit in life that forgets the dignity of the self and of all beings. This habit gives rise to the three poisons: greed, anger, and foolishness. From these, many branches grow. One branch is anxiety. The branch sways because the root is shallow. We need a deeper root. We need a cause equal to life itself. Nichiren taught the mutual possession of the 10 worlds. This means that fear sits within courage and courage sits within fear. He taught 3,000 realms and a single moment of life. This means the whole web of causes appears within one thought and one breath. Anxiety is not a visitor that comes from outside. It rises from the field of one moment of life. It gains strength from habit and view and karma. It colors the body. It shapes the breath. It bends the mind. The cure must enter that same field. The cure must be a cause that creates a new center in that very moment. The direct cause is the phrase Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Nichiren declared this title as the essential practice for this age. It is the name of the law that moves all life. Nichiren wrote, "If you wish to free yourself from the sufferings of birth and death you have endured through eternity and attain supreme enlightenment in this lifetime, you must awaken to the mystic truth which has always been within your life. This truth is Myoho Renge Kyo." Let me explain to you. The truth is inside your life now. Chanting brings it to the surface. You become the master of the moment. Nichiren also wrote, "Even a tarnished mirror will shine like a jewel if it is polished. Arouse deep faith and polish your mirror night and day. How should you polish it? Only by chanting Namu Myoho Renge Kyo." Let me explain to you. Anxiety is the tarnish. The mirror is your life. The polishing is the daimoka. Namu means dedication and trust. It is the vow of the heart. Myoho means the mystic law, the unity of life and its phenomena. Renge means lotus, cause and effect at once. Kyo means the voice that carries the law through time and space. When you chant, you do not recite a charm. You align your body and breath and voice with the deepest structure of life. You plant a cause that contains the fruit. You declare a vow that opens wisdom and courage. You awaken the world within you and around you. Talking about wisdom and courage, our YouTube members are wise and courageous. You can become part of the inner circle. This is a private YouTube community membership. Just click the join button below this video, or click the label in the right corner, or read it in the description or pinned comment. Pick your desired tier and you get interesting awakening content and shared knowledge you won't find anywhere else. At the same time, you support our mission to share and protect Nichiren's teachings. We prepared a one-page handout to steady the mind through daily chanting that is now exclusively available for the inner circle. I present 4 layers. Each layer reaches one root of anxiety. 1. The layer of body and breath. Anxiety stirs the body and shortens the breath. Chanting steadies the body and makes the breath even. 2. The layer of attention and view. Anxiety binds the mind to images of loss and harm. Chanting gathers attention to the sound of the law and to the present moment. 3. The layer of vow and value. Anxiety tells a false story of powerlessness. Chanting raises the vow of Buddhahood. The vow sets value above fear. 4. The layer of causes and effects. Anxiety grows from past causes. Chanting is a supreme cause. It transforms effects by changing the source. I will unfold each. An anxious body is tense. The breath is shallow. The voice is faint or harsh. The nervous system races. The limbs feel cold or heavy. We must begin where we are. Chant with a steady rhythm. Sit with a stable posture. Keep the eyes open. Rest the gaze on the Gohon zone, or if you do not yet possess one, on a clean wall or a clear space. Place both hands together at the heart. Begin with a gentle, sustained tone. The sound guides the breath. The breath guides the body. The body guides the mind. You may feel the chest soften. You may feel the belly loosen. The jaw releases. The shoulders drop. The sound folds you into a simple task. You do not chase thoughts. You do not fight thoughts. The sound carries you. Each syllable is a step. The mind, like a horse, follows the reins of the breath. This is simple and exact. The first wins quiet. Anxiety loves scattered attention. It builds stories. It paints the worst. It turns shadows into ghosts. The cure is a noble object. The object is the law. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo is both name and body of the law. When you chant, attention returns to the sound. The sound is constant. The mind meets the present. Past and future lose their grip. This is not a dull state. It is bright and alert. You see conditions as they are. You see fear, and you see the space around it. The chant holds you in the center. View begins to change. You see cause and response. You see that you are larger than the storm. Scare off negative energy with our exclusive, beautiful Lotus Da Vinci clothing line, shielded by the mystic words of the Gongyo and circled by the Daimoku. Want one? Click the label in the top right corner now, description or pinned comment. Anxiety speaks a lie. It says you are alone. It says you have no vow. The chant answers, I dedicate my life to the highest law. This vow is simple. I will reveal Buddhahood in this moment. I will reveal it again in the next moment. This is not pride. This is the rightful dignity of life. Vow gathers dispersed energy. Vow cuts through hesitation. Value becomes clear. You choose the causes that match Buddhahood. You choose speech that benefits self and others. You choose action that builds trust. Fear cannot command such a heart. Renge means lotus. The lotus flowers and bears seed at the same time. Cause and effect arise together. Anxiety often comes from old causes. We do not need to trace each one. We place a supreme cause in the present. The effect appears in the same field. Courage appears, wisdom appears, compassion appears, conditions shift, old knots loosen, new paths open. This is not fantasy. It is the exact working of the law. Each daimoku is a seed and a blossom in one movement. The object of devotion is a mirror of life. The characters on the scroll display the 10 worlds. Buddhahood sits in the center. The other worlds gather around. This is your life. When you chant before the Gohonzon, you see your highest state. You call it forth. You also bring other states to the light. You do not fear them. You do not chase them. You transform them by revealing the center. This is why the mirror image is precise. The mind that sees becomes the mind that is seen. The mirror reflects the original dignity of life. Nichiren faced danger and loss. He wrote letters under threat. He spoke the title with faith. He recorded protection. He saw a change in the people who chanted with him. Harsh minds softened. Faint hearts stood up. Grief became resolve. This is the path. It is not special to him. It is the working of the law in all who chant with faith and perseverance. At times, anxiety comes with sudden force. Buddhism names such force a devil function. It tests resolve. It presses on sore places. When one chants with faith, the same field becomes a place of protection. Heavenly beings protect the votary of the law. This teaching is clear. When you chant, fear loses authority. You gain endurance. You endure. Then you discern. Then you act with wisdom. The same mind that once made storms now summons helpers. The field of life obeys the vow of Buddhahood. I now give method. Keep it simple. Keep it exact. Keep it each day. 1. Choose a clean place. If you possess the Gohonzon, take your seat before it. If you do not, face a clear wall or a simple altar with a candle and water. 2. Sit upright. Keep both feet stable. Bring the palms together. Let the breath settle. 3. Chant Namu Myoho Renge Kyo aloud with a steady rhythm. Aim for a tone that you can maintain without strain. Begin with 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. 4. After chanting, speak your vow in plain words. Name one behavior you will carry out today that matches the vow. It may be one call you will make, one apology you will offer, one task you will finish. Keep it small and real. 5. Record 3 signs of change each day. 1 in body, 1 in feeling, 1 in action. 6. Return to the practice tomorrow. Build 7 days, then build 30, then build 100. This is enough to begin. This is a strong cause. For those who doubt, I invite a test. You need no belief at the start. You need only honest effort. Day 1, chant for 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. Write, I begin. Note the strongest worry. Note where it sits in the body. Day 2, Repeat the practice. Write, I choose one small act that gives value. Do it. Day 3, repeat. When worry rises, answer it with 3 minutes of chanting wherever you are, if possible, under your breath. Write the result. Day 4, repeat. Speak a kind word to someone who also worries. Invite them to sit with you for 5 minutes. Do not teach, only chant together. Day 5, repeat. Offer gratitude to one person, even in a message. Write how the body feels after chanting. Day 6, repeat. Read your notes from day 1. Notice any change in the shape of worry. Do not judge, just note. Day 7, chant a little longer, 15 minutes. Sit quietly for 3 breaths. Say, I continue. At the end, review. If there is even a small change, build the next week. If the winds still rage, chant a little more and ask one experienced practitioner to chant with you. The law is impartial. The cause meets the effect. You may ask for a simple account of how this works. I give it. First, sound entrains breath. Breath steadies the heart. The heart steadies the mind. This is the layer of body and breath. Second, attention has one throne. Fear cannot hold the throne while the voice carries the law. This is the layer of attention and view. Third, thou is stronger than mood. The phrase Namu calls forth thou. Thou directs energy. Anxiety loses the right to command. This is the layer of thou and value. Fourth, causes write the future. Daimoku is a sovereign cause. It draws wise effects. This is the layer of causes and effects. These 4 form one body. They work in the same moment. This is why change can begin at once. Question: what if I feel worse when I chant? It can happen at the start. The mirror brings hidden thoughts to the surface. Do not fear this. Keep chanting. Ask for support. Shorten the session and increase the number of times. The wind passes. Clarity appears. Question: what if my mind wanders? Bring it back to the sound. Each time you return, you strengthen resolve. Wandering is not failure. Returning is practice. Question: must I believe in advance? No. Faith grows from experience. Begin with honest trial. The law responds to cause, not to pride. Question: how fast should I chant? Choose a pace you can keep, neither rushed nor slow. The goal is a stable rhythm that supports breath and attention. Question: can I chant for others? Yes. When you chant with the wish for others to awaken their dignity, your own heart opens. Anxiety loosens its hold. When anxiety rises at work, chant quietly for 3 breaths. If you cannot chant aloud, form the words in your heart and breathe in rhythm with the phrase. When sleep will not come, sit up and chant at a gentle volume for 5 minutes. Then lie down and silently match breath to the rhythm of the phrase for 20 cycles. When a hard conversation is near, chant for both yourself and the other person. Chant for the wisdom to find value for both sides. Then speak plainly. When grief comes, do not fight it. Sit and chant through tears. The chant will hold you. The tide will carry you to shore. When anger rises, chant till the heat cools. Then act with clear purpose. Do not use the chant to escape action. Use it to choose wise action. anxiety isolates. Chanting joins. Voices rise together. The circle forms. The sense of isolation loses ground. Community becomes a field of protection. Encourage one another to chant and to act. Share small proofs. Do not boast. When one falters, another holds the rhythm. Faith grows. Buddhism explains 3 proofs: documentary proof, theoretical proof, and actual proof. I now present actual proof as the key for those who suffer. You do not need to study many volumes to begin. You need proof in your own life. The proof appears as courage to face one matter today. It appears as a calmer body after chanting. It appears as one wise act under pressure. These are not small. They are the seeds of freedom. The seeds will become a field. A mother wakes at night with a body full of panic. She sits before the scroll and chants in a whisper for 10 minutes. Her breath slows. She returns to bed and sleeps. A worker faces a hostile meeting. He chants in the morning and names one clear value: to speak truth without malice. He holds this while he speaks. The room cools. A path opens. A student feels trapped by exams. She chants each day at dawn. She writes one small action to match her vow. She studies for 1 focused hour. She repeats the next day. Confidence grows from cause, like water filling a well. These are simple cases. They are enough to show the power of the cause. When you chant, you touch the life that has no fear. This is the Buddha life. It does not depend on praise. It does not depend on favorable winds. It is present in cold and in heat, in loss and in gain. It gives wisdom for each condition. Anxiety cannot swallow such a life. This is the promise of the lotus, the flower and the seed in one. This is the promise of the title, the whole sutra in one phrase. I now speak to those who fear that they will fail. Hear me. Your life already contains the cause of Buddhahood. You are not a broken branch. You are the whole tree. You can feel faint and still be brave. You can tremble and still speak truth. This is not false comfort. It is the daily proof of the chant. Sit, breathe, speak the phrase. Do not measure yourself by yesterday. Plant the cause again. The field will change. Why does this teaching stand at the summit? Because the Lotus Sutra reveals that the Buddha nature pervades all beings and all moments. The title contains the body of the sutra. The practice of chanting the title is the straight road. Those who chant awaken their own nature. They also awaken wisdom to guide others. Anxiety loses its roots because the person sees the whole network of causes that shape one moment. They act from the center, not from a scattered mind. Make this pledge. I will sit each morning. I will chant even when I feel dull. I will chant even when I feel restless. I will carry the phrase into my day. I will return to it at noon and in the evening. I will seek one person to chant with me each week. I will share small proofs. I will serve value over fear. This pledge is a strong rope. It will pull you across. Anxiety often comes from unresolved tasks and wounded ties. Chanting gives courage to repair them. Make apologies where they are due. Keep promises you can keep. Release promises you cannot keep by speaking plainly. Choose speech that does not wound. Choose work that contributes. Take care of the body with simple food and rest. The law supports those who make causes that match it. freedom grows from good causes. If you guide those who suffer, keep these points. Never scold a person for feeling fear. Sit and chant with them. Keep sessions brief at first. Suggest one small action after chanting. Praise any sincere effort. As they gain strength, teach the doctrine at a pace they can receive. Do not use jargon. Do not speak of distant heavens. Speak of this breath and this day. In this way, the person stands by their own power. Imagine a lake in wind. The surface breaks. The moon seems torn. Chant a while. The wind slows. The surface clears. The moon was not broken. The image was broken. Anxiety is the wind. Your life is the lake. Buddhahood is the moon. The chant stills the wind. The image returns. The truth was present all along. If fear overwhelms you, shorten the session and increase the number. Chant for 1 minute many times a day. Chant while walking. Chant while washing dishes. Chant before you make a call. If you feel you may harm yourself, chant while you reach for help. Call a trusted person. Call a healer. Chant together. Life is precious. Protect it. The Buddha life within you seeks to live. Give it voice. I invite you to test this in your own life. Keep a simple record for 1 month. Track your sleep, your appetite, your level of fear before and after chanting, and one action of value each day. Share your proof with one trusted friend. Support each other. The law is vast. It welcomes honest effort. It answers with clear effect. I began with one phrase. I end with the same. This phrase is a path across the sea of anxiety. It is a rope across the gorge. It is also the crown that rests on your own head. You have worn it since the far past. Now you see it. Speak it with your voice. Plant it as cause. Receive it as effect. Stand as a Buddha in this very life. We urge you to watch the short film on attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime. It is based on Nichiren's writing and shows clearly how chanting Daimoku reveals Buddhahood here and now. Click the video you see on the left side.